And this was almost that game where they came down to earth from three pretty early. They were shooting what in the 20s, and then they end up getting to 37 again by the end of the game because of how great they shot in the second half there. So you're still waiting for that game where it really cools down for them, and you look for those alternatives. There was a stretch there, I think in the second quarter, where Bogdanovich was really hitting them from the mid range. Where I'm like, all right, he's got that counter from the mid range that it doesn't feel like the Celtics have right now. And then the doors just blew open in that second half, and that was just awesome ball movement, great shooting. You have personnel up and down the lineup here that can knock down shots. Smart got hot, shot a lot, but ended up having a good night from three while also facilitating the way he has lately. So he ends up playing a great game. And this Detroit team, I said in the chat, like I've liked what they've been doing, but for some reason they stink this year to start. Like, I don't know if they're going for this. Obviously, Cade doesn't play in this game, but I don't know.
He played horribly in the last game too.
1 of 11, yeah. So I don't know. They're probably doing that Victor thing, right? Like, they're just kind of sitting their veterans, playing their young guys extra, going to those rookies. Ivy was impressive at points in this game, but he still let a lot of control, still getting used to this league, I think. So you're basically just having Bogdanovich gun it and praying for the best. And I think there was a crazy stat Grandy threw out there in the game that they've been down double digits in every game they've played this year.
Yeah.
So they're horrible. And you run into them twice this week and take care of business, which is great. Because if you lost this team, even under man, you wouldn't have felt great coming out of that, especially with no Cade.
I agree. And what stinks is, like, these are the games where you sat everybody and you're like, they might. I even suggested prior to the game, I'm like, why not just punt? Just sit Tatum too. Let's get some rest here. You saw the Bucks did it the other night. They're just like, yeah, we're against, was it San Antonio?
Yes.
They're just like, yeah, we're just not going to play guys tonight. And it's fine.
The Thunder? One of those two.
You got to do that from time to time. To me, I'm always like, why not just, just have a few of those built into the schedule. Rest them all at once. And that's fine. But instead, you just rolled the dice. I'm like, let's see whether, as I said at the top of the show, let's see whether Tatum can do this on his own. And he did. It was just unbelievable. And I get it. I know people in the chat are saying I hate load management. Nobody likes load management. But again, if it's a matter of –
who needs it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a matter of just, do you want your guys burnt out? Like we're talking about – I mean, look at it both ways. A lot of people are like, Jayson Tatum was fried at the end. You can't blame him for his bad performance in the finals. He was tired. Yeah, you can't blame him, but maybe you could have done something to stave that off. That's kind of the point. If you're a team with eyes on a deep, deep, deep postseason run, you can totally take those nights and do it. But that being said, screw it. They went out there. Tatum, who's, seems like he just doesn't get tired ever. He's a friggin' Iron Man. He's out there. Playing huge minutes, and he just did it single-handedly. And it was like old school Tatum type of game too, which is I'm just going to have to kind of do step backs in people's faces all night here because I'm the only one on the floor who can really create. And he did. Unreal.
He went back to the mid-range too. Guys are feeding him on that shot. He makes them.
All of it.
Going left. I thought the Pistons forced him left a ton, and he still did some good things on that side. He finishes with the right hand, but whatever. This is crazy what he's doing right now on both ends. And you talk about the sustainability of what he does, him being available every game. It never hurt. There's been a couple of times early this year there was a scare in that Grizzlies game. He turned his ankle yesterday. We totally forgot about that because he just shook it off. There's been a few moments this year where he's gotten banged up. Even tonight, he went to the locker room at one point for some reason and just ran right back out. So you think he's hurt, you think he's banged up, and then all of a sudden he's just running up and down the floor again. Even I think I saw him take a really hard fall last night and just get up like nothing happened. So whatever he does training-wise, but shout out to his guy Nick, who's always by his side, stretching him out. Like this guy is just an Iron Man.
I know, but that's the thing is with more depth this year, you thought you could get those minutes down. He's been basically right at 36 the last 2 years, just a hair under, and he's up over 37 already this year. By contrast, someone like Giannis, who we talk about load management, and again, he's a bigger, more physical player who takes a lot more of a pounding. So trying to manage his minutes, I think, makes more sense. He's been 32 a year for like 3 straight years. They are very careful about him not going over that mark. They really, really, really try to keep him to that if possible. So you do have to think about it with Tatum, and which is why I would not have been super pissed if they just rested him altogether in this game. But again, you went out there, he single-handedly beat the Pistons. It was he's on a different plane of existence right now. Someone in the chat asking why Jaylen Brown didn't play. He banged his knee late in the game last night and he missed it. I don't think he's really hurt. He stayed in the game after bumping knees, and he still was moving.
Fine in the locker room. Yeah,
he was moving around fine, and Bobby was there. He wasn't icing or limping or anything like that. So I'm pretty sure this was just let's just skip this one. Why get on a plane? Why have things swell up? Why do whatever? Just stay home. We'll be back in a little bit.
Yep. Quick trip to Detroit and back. There is an opportunity on Monday against the Thunder, I guess, to potentially rest Tatum after a big minute game in this one. They pretty much needed him to play that entire second half because the Pistons were staying pretty close. He
came in early in the fourth quarter, and that was it. He just stayed.
Yeah, even a short stint in that third where he's off the floor. So I wouldn't be stunned if he sat on Monday, but that hasn't been him. Like I would be stunned, I guess, to see him resting, because have we ever really seen him do that?
No,
they've probably
not. 2 days off.
Probably staved off his minutes at times. Yeah.